So YNW Melly caught a big W today. Now the W that he caught, of course, see in this case, they're trying to create pretty much Melly's defense is trying to create reasonable doubt, right? So they need ifs, they need sort of kindas, they need, I'm talking about the prosecutor and their witnesses or their people that do tests and stuff like that. They need them to say stuff like kinda, sorta, or maybe, or I didn't have this, I didn't have that. Because that shows a lack of lack of the ability to prosecute. So pretty much what's happening right now, the people that actually supposed to do the testing on the guns that was actually used for the killing of the two fellas, pretty much the guy came out that, his specialty at is pretty much said, hey man, I couldn't do what I needed to do for my test because I don't know what type of gun was used. We don't have the gun. Now that is a major factor within his case. So, once he said he couldn't, he didn't have the gun or nothing like that, I believe the judge asked him, hey, okay, the judge or the prosecutors or whoever questioned the guy pretty much said, okay, well, do you have an idea on what could have been used? So he said it could have been right there that, to the jury that can create some type of doubt, in which the guy said, yeah, I mean, it could have been this and maybe of that, just by looking at the previous documents and stuff, I can suggest it, see what I'm saying? Those kind of like iffy words pretty much. So actually, I will play what the video exactly says right after the intro. Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. I'm going to get shout out to the notification gang, Key Talk gang, for rocking with me every single video. If it is to my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyways.
So, the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what firearm was used.
Okay. Do you have a overall list of potential firearms that could have caused the ballistics evidence in this, or created the ballistics evidence in this case?
Yes. So I did use the projectiles and the visible characteristics from the cartridge case, and I ran the information through the general rifling characteristics database that the FBI initially made, and now it's being housed by the Association of Firearms Examiners. And it did come back with a list. It was a fairly lengthy list of firearms manufacturers, and so when the list contains that many, we don't typically report out a list of suspect weapons because it's just too many to report.
Now if you look at YNW Melly face, whenever the guy pretty much said they don't have the firearm and therefore there was a disruption in any of the tests, actually no disruption, they just couldn't do 100% some of the tests and have like 100% of the data that they actually need that would actually help out the prosecution. For one, I know the prosecution probably shaking like their head like, God dang it. And otherwise, you see YNW Melly kind of like when he said that, kind of open his eyes a little bit like, oh, okay, so they ain't got the weapon. Of course, that's, like I said, that's a W for YNW Melly. But at the end of the day, this is still, there's still a whole lot of information that the prosecutors got to give, and also that the defense got to defend and try to create some sort of reasonable doubt for the jury. Now, as the case continues, I will definitely keep y'all updated. Now, and also, there's another YNW boy. He's actually out, but he's actually charged with some of the murders they're saying as well. So we'll just have to see how that one goes as well. But as of right now, YNW Melly, I believe this is a W for him for today. We'll just see how the rest of the case goes. Let me know some. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.